Hello again. I did some more playing around with tables to figure out how we can make them even prettier pages to get our content out. And I think you're going to like some of the tricks I'm going to show you because there's some really neat things you can do with tables. To do this, where I made what I labeled here as a sample pretty page, and to make the page I just clicked on my plus mark right here, and then I hit add page, and then I just put in the title for the new page. But I don't need to do that since I already did. So I'm going to open this page, and then I'm just going to start editing it right here. I'm going to start building what it looks like. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put a header on there and say medical mission trip to Haiti 2017. And let's go ahead and center that. And let's make that bold. And we can even add some pretty colors to it if we want to. So we can take and make it, I don't know, let's make it bright blue. There we go. And there we have that. Now when we hit enter, it went back, if you noticed right here, it went back to just paragraph format. And I like my font to be a little bit bigger than what it defaults here, so we can take and change the font if we want and do things of that nature. At this point, I'm going to start adding some photos of how I want to do it, along with some worthwhile information. I put together a collection of pictures I wanted to use starting off for the lesson I'm going to do. And next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take these pictures and I'm going to import them into a file in Canvas. So I click my files there, I'll just hit open it as a new tab. I'm going to go under course image, and then I'm going to create a new folder here, and in my new folder I'm going to call it Haiti. Oops, sorry, cat just jumped in my headset off. Alright, let's try that again. Sorry about that. Cat just jumped in my lap, and when I try to put him down he knocked my headset off, but we're all good again. So let's call it Haiti, and under the Haiti file we're going to take and we're going to upload all of those images. So those are under temporary, Haiti, and I'm going to Control A, and I'm going to drag and drop them right here, and that's going to take just a minute. Well, I'm back again. This is taking much longer than I thought it was going to because the image quality on the images I selected is very high end. So I'm going to take and resize all those photos, because if it takes this long to upload them, it's going to take a long time to download them too. I'm working on a PC today, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to download this free app from Microsoft called Resize Image. I've used it before on another computer. So download it, and then I'm going to install it on the computer, and then after that's done I'll show you what happens next. Alright, it's downloaded, and I open it up. I've selected to resize it to fit a 800 by 600 screen here. Then I'm going to hit select images. I'm going to go to my temporary folder. Whoops, there it is, Haiti, and I'm going to select all and hit open. And click OK here. And it should at that point, got to turn resize images on. Then hopefully it worked this time. And you can see right here, it selected the images that we're going to do. I'm going to hit save as. And we're going to take and go to the same folder again. Temporary, Haiti. Make a new folder for resized. And hit save. And right there, very quickly, it's going to make all my images much smaller file sizes without utterly destroying the image quality, and make it perfect for being able to use on a web page. And now you can see how much quicker these images are uploading. It's going much faster than it was. I will get all these images uploaded this way in the time it was taking me to upload just one of them when they were full size. And now it's time to start building our page. So let's start off with putting in a few pictures, and I'm going to do this by creating initially probably a 4x4 box. And I'm going to take and put in some of the pictures I want here. So let's take and just talk about the trip itself initially. So I'm going to click Images, Canvas, of course Files. I'm not going to make you all watch me do this with all of them. Just setting it up initially here, and it's really hard to see, but that's one I wanted to get there. And then next I'm going to take and put another one here, and these images I'm putting in here are just images of the Haiti folks itself and the initial here we are type of images. When we're building the page, it's kind of hard to visualize what it's all going to look like because you only get this one small window to work with. You can make that window bigger by grabbing that corner, and that rolls it down, and that gives you a better idea what you're going to look like here. And then I've got 4 pictures for my introduction group. I'm going to take and I want all of those centered, so I'm going to just click highlight them and hit center on each one, and then center on that as well. And then I'm going to take in this box and I'm going to start telling my story. Actually, I'm going to change that. I'm going to delete one of the tables, one of these cells right there. So I'm going to go into row, I'm going to hit delete a row, and then right here I'm going to put in a 2x2. So I have created several tables, or 2x1 I should say. So I can put a 2x1 across this way, a 2x1 up and down, and then a 2x2 here. That's going to allow me to put 2 photos here, one big photo there, and then I'm going to put my narrative over here, and it's going to look like this. And that is how that section ended up looking. Now I'm going to take and put my mouse at the end, hit enter, and I'm going to create a new header. I didn't put those in originally, but I went back and did it. So I'm going to say, oops, no. Going potty. Whoops, misspell that. Potty. And I'm going to put in another box. Now this one, I'm going to start off with a 1x2. And then the bottom box, I'm going to put a 3x1. Just like that. So that'll give me place for text up above and then 3 pictures in the bottom. Actually, I think I only need 2x1 in that one. Yeah, that's a 2x1. So I'm going to take and I'm going to delete one row. And deleted the whole box apparently. So now I'm going to go back in here again. And I'm going to insert a 2x1. I think I only have two potty pictures. And I'm going to start putting that in. My pictures are in. I'm going to center them. And I'm going to take and go ahead and change my font right here before I start typing. And now that one is done. So it's time to take and go on to our next section. And our next section is going to become, whoop, nope, I did that wrong. I didn't make it outside the box, and go outside the box and hit enter. And I'm going to take and give myself another paragraph header and bold it. And this one I'm going to call the medical side. And we're going to take for this one, let me see how many medical pictures did I select here. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and we'll call it 5 medical pictures. So I think what I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to start off by making a grid that is 3 across. And then in the first one, I'm going to make it 2 high. In the second one, I'm going to make it 3 high, and I'm going to put all my words in the center, and this is what it's going to end up looking like. And that is how this section ended up looking. And finally, I'm going to go one more time to the right and enter one more section for the children of Haiti. I have 3 photos of that, so I'm going to take and start off by doing a 1x2, and then the bottom I'm going to do a 3x1, so I can put my pictures along the bottom and my information along the top. And now that section's done. And with that, I'm going to click Save and Publish, and it comes up looking like this on my end of it, but what's it actually going to look like for the students? Let's find out. I'm going to go back to my PD program. I'm going to click on Student View. I'm going to scroll to the bottom and hit a sample page. And now, this is what it ends up looking like for the students. And you all can just click the next button on your, click the next button on your lessons and it'll take you to this page. I'm going to leave it up as a sample page for you, but there it all is right there, all the information laid out in a lesson that doesn't look too terribly bad, complete with a lot of pictures, a lot of narratives, everything you need to get the kids instructed on a single page. That's it for this lesson. Once again, let me know if you have any other questions. Y'all have a great day.